Hi, this is Dennis Wilborn. Welcome to Active Trend Trading. I want to thank you for stopping by. I hope the video you're about ready to watch provides additional information about how to train yourself to become a profitable trader. Aloha! Good afternoon, everybody. This is Dennis Wilborn with the Active Trend Traders. Welcome to Making Money Trading Stocks and ETFs. I'll be doing a solo webinar today. Michael Bischoff, he's watching Switzerland play football, or soccer, if you will, and enjoying his summer over there. And so, if some of you may be wondering regarding my good friend Mike Traeger, Mike's kind of following a little bit of different pursuits right now, and so he just is not going to be contributing. He may be back in the future. Who knows? So, in case you're wondering, and so you know how it is in life, we sometimes go our separate ways, and that's and that's just part of life. So remember, all materials that we do present are for trading purposes only. Traders should always pay per trade in any method prior to the risk of their own personal capital. Past performance is not an indication of future nor promise of future performance. Here's a little bit about me. Most of you guys I see are old hats. You know about me. Love this comment. Most trading errors come from a lack of patience and a compulsion to do something even when nothing really needs to be done. And that can come up and bite us in the most, it always comes up and bites us in the most inconvenient way. I was sitting and talking to somebody earlier today specifically about Murphy's laws of trading, and certainly it comes up so often. You try to do everything right, and then you have this little bitty hiccup, and you either get into a position too early, too late, and it can be very, very frustrating. So that's why if a person tends to be an impulsive type trader, it's a good thing to get a hold of a mechanical system which has very strict rules for both entries and exits. Never protect a belief system that doesn't produce victory. Our objective of how to make money trading stocks webinar this is a free webinar I share with anybody who's interested in coming. I'll take a look at timely actionable intel review at the end of the week to cover what we may have covered on Aftermarket Mondays, which is also our other the sister free webinar for the Active Trend Trading family. I want to do a quick market review. Market right now. Yeah, it's somewhat mixed. Today's kind of a weird, it's been doing this for quite a bit here recently. It's somewhat mixed. It's not getting a lot of traction. The Dow's up today. The Dow's up, Russell up slightly, NASDAQ up slightly, ES up slightly. But earlier in the week, the Dow was down big. The NASDAQ was up. And so it's just been really kind of a wishy-washy. I think sloppy and choppy would be how I would define the current market conditions. Take a look at stocks and ETFs performance and any bonus trades we may have done. Currently, active trend trading, we're up about 19% for the year. I want to, again, I'm pushing towards getting that up towards 20% by the end of June. One more week to go, so that sets us up then to go into the second half of the year. My target every year is to do about 20%. According to Trading for a Living, that's a good set, for a trend trading system. If you can do about 40% with a 65% win-loss ratio, that's basically pretty much an average for a good, successful system. And so that's what we've been averaging for several years now. Here's where we're sitting overall return, 19%. We're divided into 3 different strategies. We've covered this numerous times. One of the things I'm really liking for premium members is this go, no-go table. I sent it out on over the weekend or no later than Sunday evening, and it gives an exact highlight of where these, in this very condensed and small watch list, where they become interesting. We'll be covering it at the 12 o'clock hour on the final market hour when we're looking about particular trades. Some of the entities that we did get in, we put conditional orders in about almost 2 weeks ago for BABA, NVDA, YY, and we also had one in for Grub. Grub didn't get filled. But with the market noise this week, we actually were filled on several of those. We traded VNOM. We traded, came onto our radar this weekend, SUPN. We're able to take out part of our profit on SUPN. But our interest there on each one of those is to build a holding that can be longer term. SUPN filled up, totally full margin size position. As you can see, SUPN, it was a full position. However, I closed 1/4 of it because I hit a 10% profit target. VNOM closed it out, had grown it to a 3/4 position, closed out when it hit its trailing stop at $504 gain. Currently, BABA is down about $420. And that is probably less than that right now because BABA has popped back up since I made this slide. NVDA down about $107. YY, we have 3/4 of a position in YY, and it too is, it's up nicely and actually is up now a little bit over $300 for the so a little bit, about 1 plus 2%, something like that. JNET got hit this week, $450 loss and $92 gain on the MU. We were doing a pre-earnings run on that one. And then our stratas, we're waiting for setups in Tesla. BABA closed out a position in Spiders for $182 gain. We have an order out for our strategy 3 traders to the premium members. VNOM, again, that was a bonus trade for everybody. BAM members, anybody who listens to the Making Money Trading Stocks and ETFs or the Aftermarket Mondays, that alert to buy VNOM went out to everybody. This is just one of the way I say thanks to folks who tune in on the weekend to the webinars of trying to provide a few trades throughout the year, a few setups, somewhere between 10 and 12, about 1 per month. And so nice gain on VNOM for one of this year's bonus trades. I want to highlight really quickly, I continue. If you've listened to me, you know that I am very much a proponent of seasonality and watching the seasonality because they tend to repeat. I mean, when you get a chart that looks like this is gold. Here's a 15-year pattern. Here's a 40-year pattern. The black is the 40-year pattern, and it pulls down and then reverses in the, guess where, June, July time frame. Guess where we are right now? We're almost at the end of June, going into July. Is gold ready to reverse? What I have found in my studies of this is somewhere between, over a 2-month period is when you typically get these turnarounds. These seasonality charts are not exact to when you get your turnaround, but all I know is I want to be ready because what happens when this takes off has always been very, exceptional. And I'm looking at right now. You can trade GLD, buy some calls that expire out in October. You can trade the futures, again, the contract that would be expire later in the year out in October, December timeframe. You can also just buy JNUG, which is the gold miners the junior gold miners. It tends to rip every year along with this rip here we see in gold. What's the other one that's on my radar right now? Well, the seasonality of crude oil. Why am I interested in crude oil? Well, based on the outcome of the OPEC meeting today, the analysts are out there are expecting somewhere between a plus or minus $30 per barrel gain in crude. If that takes place, if a person's trading futures, a $30 move either direction is basically it's $1,000 per point. That's a $30,000 move in crude. So that's one way to trade it. There's USO. I personally like trading USO, or there's the 3 times leveraged UCO. I also like trading that. And then if we get into the exploration, you can either trade XOP or Gush or Drip. So that's basically what I have for today. I'm going to get in and start looking at a couple of charts, see what looks good going into next week. Okay, Spider. Weekly chart on spiders. We've kind of made a little cup thing going on here. TSI on the weekly has turned back up, but as you can see, the momentum is kind of just waning a bit. On a daily chart, what have we been getting? We've been getting a series of pullbacks. Okay, pull back, pull back, pull back. What has transpired after the pullback? After we get to the proper, at the level that's going to support the pullback, we've got a nice rebound, rebound. Now we're waiting over here for rebound again. And even if it rebounds from where it's at right now up to 280 or even to, what's hiding up there? Okay, this 182.92 is a 100% retracement of the move from here to here and back to here. That would equal a 100% move for symmetry. So right now, we're in an uptrend. I'm looking at liking the spiders. Is it at this level, or is it going to get down here to like the 50-day moving average? That we will see. And pay attention to TSI, both on a daily and an intraday basis. What is Q's doing for us? You can almost just left the similar type situation. Pullback thrust, pullback thrust, pullback. And notice how up here the pullbacks are getting shorter in duration. So we've got another pullback going on here. Looks like it's turning into a hammer type for today. We'll see if that bounces higher. May not bounce higher today, but it is seeking, pullback, maybe to the 20, and then a rebound. What about IWM? IWM has been probably our strongest performing ETF here recently. As you can see, big pushes, small pullbacks. We're in the process of a pullback right now. How far are we going to pull back? We don't know. One of the things that as I understand it, is IWM. If we get into the issues with the tariffs and that type of stuff, the small caps tend to do better in that kind of environment. I guess primarily because they are more small U.S. companies selling within the U.S. Their goods become more attractive or the appearance of being less expensive. So that's one of the areas we're looking at also. Lastly, so haven't got our reversal yet, but we're looking for that to take place here shortly. I want to pop up just real quickly 2 entities. Here's CL. This is the oil futures, sweet crude. And as you can see, it came right down to, guess what? Right down to the this uptrending line. Stop there, and now it's getting a really nice reversal today. We'll have a TSI uptick in oil. And what does that relate to, my friends? That relates to USO. Should be seeing something very similar. Yep, there you go. Nice little uptick off the 0 line. not, right out bouncing off the $13 level if this continues to move up. Let's just give just a real quick projection of a move up based on, okay, here's a swing low here. I'll do it very conservatively. Swing high, back to a swing low. And if you get a 100% extension that would be symmetric with this, show symmetry with this particular move here, oil would top off, or USO would top off at about 1525. UCO, do the same type of thing. Pull back to a swing low, back to a swing high, back to a swing low. And in this particular case, we're looking at a trajectory up here to about 35.89. Break through that, then it increases the probability dramatically that it's going to make it all up to this 1618 extension. And so from where we are right now, let's just draw a real quick little line in here, about there, or somewhere around there. There we go. Get rid of our fibs. So fib, okay. So from where we currently are right now up to that, 100% fib extension, you're still looking at a run of about 20%. So I'll be looking at, probably doing the old trick of trying to buy inside this big green candle here with a stop just below it, or stop right below the in this case is the 200-day moving to the 40-week moving average, which equates to approximately the 200-day moving average, which is down here. But I would typically just want to take it out if it gets down below that level. So again, just want to highlight that to you. Be ready for it. It looks kind of interesting. And so, okay, my friends, that basically covers, let me take a real quick look at what we got stopped out of. And so we're waiting for it. As we see, VNOM, yeah, we got stopped out. You just kind of go, well, darn it, we got stopped out. But at the same time, we protected our gains nicely. Made about $400, $500 on this trade. And now we're getting a bounce back up. VNOM, we can always look at getting back into VNOM, especially now that OPEC is over and we may have some clarity with in the oil field about what's going on with exploration. That's all I have. I'll be looking for some additional bonus trades for the folks who join us with this webinar. And so any quick questions that I can answer before we head on to the weekend? I'll see a majority of it at 12 noon, or 12 noon California time at the okay, upcoming events. We've got a Bay Area Moneymaker meeting. It'll be a webinar coming up the 7th of July. And then I'll be back in town, I think on the 8th of September for a BAM meeting at the Masonic. And so, okay, my friends, that's it for today. Thank you so much for joining. We will see you Monday. And so, yeah, Michael Bishop, he basically was in a soccer, had Switzerland's in some soccer game this weekend, Eric, and so he will in fact be joining us in the future, because I'd like to get his kind of like his twist on this tariff situation. And but yeah, he sent me an email and says he's enjoying the summer and he's going to go watch Switzerland play soccer. So, okay, God bless everybody. Have a great weekend. Aloha.